and welcome to my weekly reading for February 20th to February 26th. So I have an animal totem card here, and then we have the Angel Tarot by Dorian Virtue and Radley Valentine, and this is for the beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. And then I've pulled a fairy card to see what kind of playful energies are happening this week for us. So let's dive right in and see what's going on for the beginning of the week. So I saw this card while I was shuffling and thought that it might pop out. So the King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, and balance mental and emotional considerations. So this card is really about knowing what you want, knowing what your intentions are, being in alignment with your integrity, and moving forward with confidence. There's also an element of having enough confidence to ask for help or ask for clarification or even seek it yourself if there's anything that you're confused about. So not, taking a passive approach, but leaning into it, embracing the answers by asking the questions. So also the King of Air, and this, remember, is the mind, the thoughts, and the swords in the original tarot. So we've got, you have to move with care when you are in the suit of the swords. And also with air, because our thoughts do influence our reality to a huge extent. And so if our hamster wheel is going, or we're not seeing things in the right way, not that there's a right or a wrong, but if we're seeing things based in illusion, or we have a belief that is an illusion. And I've actually experienced this very recently, where I had to really come back and ask the questions of, why does this outcome have to be this way? Why am I so attached to a specific outcome? What's the underlying belief? And you might actually find that it's not just one belief. You might have 3 beliefs kind of nestled like the Russian dolls all within another. And so once you get to the core belief that is causing pain or suffering, then the other ones you'll see may actually have truth to them, or not. So, but this is the point. Have the courage to seek the truth. Have the courage to move forward with confidence. Know that you can speak your mind. Also, be aware of different points of view. When you're speaking your mind, when you feel you're in your truth, when you're standing your ground and standing up for your beliefs, just remember that love does play a part in that. So if you're coming from a place of fear and speaking your mind, then you're going to have different results than if you're coming from a place of love and speaking your mind. Because when you come from a place of love, you're not as attached to the outcome. You don't need people to agree with you or like you. So it's basically unconditional. So here we have a sort of action-based start to the week where we're standing up for ourselves. We are seeking out answers with courage and bravery, and we're balancing out our thought processes as well as our emotions. So our emotions and our thoughts are in balance. They're working together. Our mind and our heart, they're working together this week to help us achieve our highest and best goals. So this is a really strong, powerful energy for the beginning of the week. And for the middle of the week, let's see what we have. The 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. So you guys may have heard that 2017 kicked off a 1 year in numerology. So 2016 was the culmination of 9 years. Now there's a little hitch to that. If your birthday hasn't happened yet, you're still in the 9 year. So for me, my birthday's in March. I'm still in my 9 year. I'm still tying off loose ends and closing doors and looking to new opportunities. So if you find yourself wondering why it might feel like you're still in a 9, or you're still tying things off from the 9, you're completing things, maybe letting go of friends that are only takers, or just, cleaning house, doing a clean sweep of your life, basically, understand you might still be resonating with some 9 energy, and just really working on everything the best that you can to have the best start to your 1 year. And that occurs when your birthday comes along in this 2017. So for this 4 of fire, it kind of signifies, and I believe we actually had this in one of the previous readings as well, it's a card of balance. It's a card of passion. It's a card of energy. It's a card of moving forward. And with the bottom verbiage here, the successful completion of a project, it does really mean that we're coming into our own, we're balancing finances, we know what we need, we're balancing our home life, our emotions, our minds. So this week already seems to be all about coming into balance. It's a very exciting card too, in that it indicates, a peaceful home life. So it indicates that relationships are actually going to get a little bit of a boost this week. This energy is supportive. So we may actually have some supportive astrological energies or universal energies here coming in, because I don't feel like they've come in yet, but maybe we're just on the cusp of that energy coming in. So this is really great, signifying, peace in our minds, in our hearts, and also abundance, which is amazing. Spring is coming, so this is also another indicator of spring. We're phasing out of one season into the next season, and this mimics the wheel of life. We have the cycles, life, death, life. We have the cycles of the seasons. We have the moon and the sun doing their cycle. So this is all about moving forward into the new. And you can see that the King of Air is also facing in the direction of the future. So we're moving forward. We've got this positive, balanced energy helping us stabilize for the future. And the successful completion of basically, whatever we've been working on, whether that's karmically, whether that's, employment, whether that's relationship, and it could be a myriad of all of those things. So really good foundation energy happening this week. So let's see what we have coming into the weekend. The 7 of Air. So plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. So this is kind of interesting coming off the sort of the speediness of the beginning of the week. So it almost looks like we're going to kind of launch and then hit a roadblock. And this roadblock isn't necessarily, a huge mountain that we have to surmount. It's this is going to be a small revision, and it's also saying that we're working on our personal growth. And underneath that, and there are swirling energies, universal energies. So you have your own personal energy, where you're going on your soul path. Then you also have the universal energies, so the collective conscious of all the other people around us on this earth and what their intentions are and what their paths are. Then we have the overarching spirit energy, which is this new 1 year, which is the spring energy, which is, basically the eclipse energies, which we're still in, bringing in new light, bringing in new upgrades, bringing in new concepts to help us experience life in a different way. So this is also a card of patience, saying that if plans aren't going the way that you anticipated or expected, step back, release control, because that's what we've been practicing, and understand that there's more going on in this situation. There's more factors that need to pop into place before you can, keep steaming ahead. So you do have to take small spurts of energy, it looks like, that we're going to be going, accomplishing a few goals and then taking a rest. Accomplishing a few goals and then taking a rest. So make sure that you're giving equal importance to resting as you are in, diving ahead and forging forward. The poor timing element, it may mean that frequencies aren't aligned at this point, that there's so much moving and shaking in everybody's life that it's just going to take a little bit of time for the dust to settle. So patience is a huge element here. Perseverance is a huge element here. And also to stay grounded, to make sure to continue that King of Air energy, that balance between mind and heart into the end of the week here, where we're going to get a little bit stumped or feel that our momentum just slows down a bit. It's slowing down for a reason. And so honor that reason just as much as you can honor that energy to move forward, to propel you forward. So just this weekend, take a break, have a little rest, and understand that things are going to work out for your highest and best, but that there's other factors that need to fall into place here. So stay positive and keep the momentum, but keep it balanced. So let's see what the fairies have in terms of some playful energy for us. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So this is quite, beautiful. We've got this little kid and he's got a little dandelion. He's getting ready to blow the dandelion and see the seedlings, fly away. So we've planted a lot of seeds. We know that spring is coming, summer is coming. So our harvest, our abundance, our prosperity, whatever we've planted is coming up for us. So this is basically saying we're in another stage of planting. So the universe wants to know what your order is. And this maybe is connected to this 7 of Air energy, where gain clarity. So make some choices, see what the results are, gain more clarity. Make more choices, see what the universe is bringing you. If the universe brings you a new job and it's not resonating with you, you say no, and then see what else comes up. So this is about asking for what you want. So do you want to work with flowers? Do you want to work with people? Do you want to work with animals? Ask for what you want so that the universe can deliver to you. If you don't believe you deserve anything, then there's a tendency to receive less than or lack energy. So let's just practice believing that we can plant seeds that will grow. And so put down intentions for what you want to see. And you can do this for 2018. You can do this for the end of the year. You can do this for 3 months from now. Try to get really clear. Just practice being really clear. Say, by the end of the week, I would like to go to the spa. And I would like to have the money to do that. Or a friend to go with. So ask for what you want. Start playing with manifestation again. And really sort of work on healing your trust and practicing the art of asking for what you want and manifesting. So this is alchemy. This is you knowing that you can actually create a better life for yourself. That you can set intentions that will come back to you. So that's really exciting. Ask for what you want and believe that it will come to you. And for our animal energy for this week, this is a guiding animal totem energy. We've got the the lyre bird, which involves genetic memory. So this is also resonates with 1 energy. And so that also connects into what I was talking about with those who are having birthdays in January, February, and coming up in March here, moving into their 1 year. The lyre bird is basically about the idea of a collective ancestral knowledge. So work with the idea or concept that you store your ancestry in your blood and that you know things that you didn't necessarily learn in this lifetime, but your spirit your energy that your family history and your ancestry carries forward is available to you in this lifetime. If you've heard of the Akashic Records, this is also part of that, basically indicating that there's so much information that we can tap into that isn't something that we've learned in books or by experience in this lifetime. It's connected to a deeper, more integral memory system. So that's why they're calling it genetic memory. So essentially what this means for us during the week is that we have a lot of support coming for us. Like I said, for the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, there's a lot of underlying support for us. And it's going to involve maybe new ideas or inspirations that we're not really sure where they're coming from, but write them down, work with them, decide if you want to move forward with them. Because what this energy also encompasses is, and if you've read Melissa Gilbert's Big Magic, she talks about this. Say you have a book idea, a concept. It comes to you, say, while you're sipping some tea, and you think, wow, that's amazing, but I'm not a writer, and I'm not going to write that. So then that idea floats around in the collective conscious until it chooses someone else. So another writer gets this idea, and they have the elements that they need to move forward with it, and they write it. And then the other writer sees it and goes, whoa, I have that idea too, but never really ran with it. So there's this concept that there's these ideas that that spirit or the collective conscious wants to birth. And, you know, there's multiple opportunities for this, and it could happen to you. So just keep in mind that there's great ideas and inspirations that are possibly coming to you over the next few days. And as we're closing off these eclipse energies, it's going to be a huge blast of light and love coming in. So it's not surprising that we have this card here, very related to other energies, so other dimensional energies, not just earth energies coming in here. So that's also relating and playing into this Seven of Air. The universal energies, the archangels, the ascended masters, you know, those that are working on different dimensions while we're working hard here on the earth plane, they're trying to help us. They're really trying to help us. So stay calm and stay balanced. And that's the best way to move forward for this week. So thanks for tuning in for my reading. All the best. Ciao for now.